Here we go. Now we're doing week 4, lesson 2 notes. And we're still going to do the same thing that we were doing yesterday. We're going to use proportions to solve real world examples. Okay? When you have two ratios that are equal to each other, and that's what we were doing yesterday, you have what's called a proportion. P-R-O, por, P-O-R, proportion, T-I-O-N. Proportions are very useful in solving problems. And just like yesterday, we're going to use a technique called cross multiplication. It's not cross division. It's not cross addition. It's cross multiplication to solve problems. So let's practice a few. You earn $15 per hour for yard work. Now, it doesn't sound like we have enough to write a word fraction, but we do. Read that first sentence again, Graham. No, right here. We're doing example 1, right there. Read that first sentence again. Example 1, right there.
You can earn $15 per hour for yard work.
$15 per hour for yard work. So what are the two things we're comparing, Davis? Davis, stop doodling. I need you to stay with me. What are the two things we're comparing here?
$15 an hour.
Dollars and hours. The word fraction would be dollars and hours. Does that make sense? Dollars and hours? Got that written down? So now when we read that first sentence again, it's going to help us know what numbers to use. So read that first sentence again and tell me, what number do we put on top?
Dollars.
Okay, and so how many dollars this time? $15. And Addie, what's going to go on the bottom?
For
1 hour, that's right. So now the question is, how much can you earn in 4.5 hours? So what, in my new ratio, my second ratio, what's going to go on the top?
Not hours, dollars.
So what's going to go on top here?
Hours.
No, honey, dollars go on top. That's why we wrote the word fraction, because we always will put dollars on the top. So what goes on the top in this fraction right here?
Dollars.
Dollars do. How many dollars?
We don't know yet.
So what do we put there? What did we do yesterday?
Question mark.
Question mark. That's the question. Addie, did you know that? How come you didn't speak up, honey bunny? Speak up. I would much rather have wrong answers than silence. I need to know what you guys are thinking. So now what's going to go on the bottom of this fraction right here? Addie, what's going to go on the bottom? 4.5 hours, and that's 4.5. 0.5 is half. 4.5 hours. So Graham, what's going to be my first step solving this problem?
15 times 4.5.
Perfect way to start. You cross diagonally through the equal sign and multiply those numbers. 15 times 4.5. And what does that give you?
67.5.
And then what's my next step, Davis?
1 second.
Addie, what's my next step?
You circle the 1 and divide it.
Divide by 1. And what does that give us? What's my answer?
67.5.
Now, remember, you've got to put units to get full credit. And what is the unit?
Dollars.
It is dollars. Now, money always goes 2 places after the decimal. So what am I going to put in that second place after the decimal?
0.
0. So in 4.5 hours, you will earn $67.50.
What a steal.
All right, example 2. Davis, read that for us, please.
On my street, there are 15 dogs, 9 cats, and 3 parrots. What is the ratio of pet owners to cat owners?
Addie, read that question for me again.
On my street, there are 15 dogs, 9 cats, and 3 parrots.
But what's the question?
What is the ratio of pet owners to cat owners?
All right, so what's going to be my word fraction to help me figure out what numbers to use? Addie, what's my word fraction? Read the question again.
Pets to cats?
No. Well, it's not pets, it's pet owners. And I guess the number of pet owners would be the same as the number of pets. So I could see why you would say that. And what goes on the bottom?
Cat owners.
Cat owners. So everybody read along with me. On my street, there are 15 dogs, 9 cats, and 3 parrots. What is the ratio of pet owners to cat owners? Okay. Graham, how many pet owners do you think there are?
Are we talking about dogs?
We're talking about pet owners.
28.
How'd you get 28? I don't have 28 written in that problem anywhere. How did you get 28?
15 dogs, 9 cats, and 3 parrot owners.
Ah, Graham's onto something. All of these are pets. You have to add them all up. And actually what you get, Graham, is 27. But there are 27 pet owners. Brilliant. You were very right to add those 3 together. Davis, what's going to go on the bottom? 9. You've written the ratio, guys. You're done.
I know. It's 1/3, correct?
It asks you, not quite, but we're going to talk about that. It asks you for the ratio. You had all the numbers you needed. There's no cross multiplication. You have done this problem. The ratio of pet owners to cat owners is 27-9. Now, remember those division rules I gave you the very first week of school?
No.
That's going to help you reduce this fraction. Both of these numbers are divisible by 9. This is a great answer. And I'm going to give you most of the credit for that answer. But we're moving into something now where you're going to need to start reducing your ratios because they're fractions. And you're going to need to pull out and use that divisibility rule sheet unless you've learned those rules. So both of these are divisible by 9. What's 27 divided by 9?
3.
He's right. And what's 9 divided by 9? Instead of waiting for me, you have a calculator, guys.
1.
1. This is the reduced ratio. This right here, fabulous answer. It is correct. But this means for every 3 pets on my street, 1 of them is a cat. Okay? This means for all the 27 pets on my street, 9 of them are cats. But the reduced answer means if you think of all the pets on my street, out of every 3 pets, 1 of them is a cat. Now, what I want you to do is read number 3, and I want to see everybody's word ratio. No numbers. I want to see your word ratio. So I understand, or I know that you understand what your ratio is going to show.